Good evening, my lovely TikTok friends. How are you today? Let me just mirror my video so you can see it better. There we go. And here comes Dale walking in. How are you this evening? Or how are you today? It's been another hello. It's been another really hot day, hasn't it? It's like, oh my goodness me. But yeah, so the good news is that here comes Daisy. It's been very hot. Hello, Julie. So I'm going to carry on sewing. Hello again, my lovely. I'm going to carry on sewing the trapunto cushion. I'm going to see if I can get the EAR and the S done, the ears of the years, and then we're going to see what else we can do. I've got a few little bits and bobs, a few little projects I'm thinking of doing this evening. And yeah, so how have you been on this lovely bank holiday Monday that is here in the UK? What have you been up to today? Hello, Rhonda. Here comes the lovely Rhonda. And hello, Evelyn. Welcome to you. So I'm going to do a bit of hand sewing first. Then I definitely want to do the label because currently there is no cat on it. We meant to do it last night, didn't we? It's been very hot and you got your nails done and it was boiling. Oh, Daisy, well done. That was nice though, wasn't it? Go and get your nails done. I hope that gave you a good little well-being feeling getting out and getting that done, that's for sure. Right, there we go. Just split it into 2 threes. Here we go. So yeah. So it's been, hello Glynis, hello Rhonda, how are you? Are you all good today? I was sorry to hear you say yesterday you haven't been very well. That's something you didn't need to deal with, is it really? Here comes Owen Maid. Hello Owen Maid, welcome to you. And yes, so I think the plan for tonight really is we're going to take it nice and easy because I'm really hot. And I'm going to carry on stitching some of this on this trapunto cushion. Then I would like to get that label done because didn't do it last night, did we? Because obviously my pussycat was sleeping on that quilt, so we're trying to get that done, and then we'll just see how it goes. I might do some cat blocks, do you know, tonight actually. You know, the one from my friend Anna's quilt. Might do some of those tonight because we need to. Hello Deirdre, welcome to you. And it's lovely to be home, Rhonda. Yes, I'm sure it absolutely is. I'm sure it is. There's nothing better, is there, than actually getting back to your own bed and your own comforts. So I'm going to carry on stitching around the E. So if you remember what I was doing from before, hello Janet, we were doing the trapunto on this cushion, and it's really getting there. I'm really actually pleased at how far it's coming along. There's still a bit more work to do, so I might actually, hello Onward, here comes Onward, might actually do quite a bit of it tomorrow. I was thinking, so we'll go live in the evening, but I'm actually going to have a day off tomorrow. A day off doing the newsletter, a day off doing anything like from the website or anything, because I just literally spent like 4 days straight doing loads and loads of work on for our newsletters and our website, and it's like and so I kind of need a day off tomorrow. So I've decided tomorrow I'm just going to sit and watch films all day and sit and sew. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Really looking forward to that. And then in the evening you will see me. I will still go live on TikTok in the evening. But so I'm hoping tomorrow I'm just going to stay very, very still. Hello, Onward, hello. Nurse cover and bath and pyjamas. You need a break. Thank you, Rhonda. I do. Lots of cup of teas. Although I think it's too hot for pyjamas. Hello, Shazia. Welcome to you. Yeah, no, I did think if I can we'll get some of this done, and then I can maybe mission all that bit tomorrow, and then I can work out the frills that are going to go on it. And I'm just going to do that during the day, really. That is the plan, but I am most deprived. I think really it doesn't usually take me like 4 days to do the newsletter, but there has been a lot involved this time around because there's been loads of new albums on our website, there's been loads of new events to put up, and loads of like YouTube-y stuff that I've had to finish off as well. Hello Layla. And I think, let's see the progress. Oh, there you go, Onward, look. So I think I'm literally just starting on the E now. I've literally just come onward. So I'm literally starting on the E in years. Yeah, so anyway, it is done, and it's now over to Eloise to make it all lovely, look pretty. And then I've got to prove it again before it goes out, because it will go out literally on Saturday or Sunday. So yeah, but I think, you know, May was a pretty busy month for us, really, wasn't it? We did loads of travelling all the way around everywhere, and there's lots of things to write about, and obviously got loads of plans upcoming for our quilt show in September, so that's exciting. But But yeah, so there was looking good. I know, Onward. Thank you very much. So there was I've got to start making some buntings soon, you know, because at our quilt show in September we're having the Proud Lounge there, and they need lots of rainbow bunting. So I thought we're going to do some bunting on my TikTok lives. Maybe we'll get on with the start of that next week, because I need to dig out all my rainbow fabrics and my other kind of fabrics that I've got, which would be great to do the bunting. But you know what, I've absolutely no idea how much I'm going to need to make, so I'm just going to make loads. And then, you know what, we'll see what happens. Obviously, I've already got my SHQA Sewing for Wellbeing bunting, but we need a bit more bunting, so we're going to do that. I've also got to do the backdrops as well for the stands. So, yeah, it's going to be busy, busy, busy. Oh, whilst trying to finish off the other quilts and bits and bobs. Yeah, so I think maybe we'll do some more cat blocks in a bit. After we've done this, we'll get, if my pussycat Jinxie cat does not come back and sleep on my quilts here again, then people will buy, Rachel. They probably will. I know, Rhonda. They probably will. That's the problem. I'm going to have it on display, and then it'll be like, look, I've got loads of bunting. So yeah, it's going to be. I've got some really interesting fabrics actually, because I got quite a really, really lovely one when I was out in America last year. So I'm thinking, I could use that one, because actually that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Here comes my executive assistant. I was just talking about you. Here she comes. Hello Vicky, welcome to you this evening. So yes, so I'm currently stitching around the E for years. Sent your sister some ASOS vouchers. Oh no, not ASOS. I know what you mean now. Vouchers, okay. Softening her up as it would be. She'll be your seamstress. I still think you could do it, Onward. Why don't you have a go? Give it a whirl. Give it a whirl. I think you could definitely do it. Your friend Mel from Warwickshire has it all over her front garden, and she wants fresh stuff. Does she? Ah. Well, I do love making bunting, actually. It is one of my favourite things to make. And I did actually a while ago. So my friends own a pub, and let's start slowly. We'll start slowly, Onward. We'll definitely start slowly. So my friends own a pub, and I did actually make loads of bunting for there to go out the front of in their garden. And it's quite cute. And it, you know, it does actually last quite a while outside, so you never know. Tell your friend Mel, Rhonda, to watch me on my TikTok lives when I'm making it, and she can always let me know. I could just maybe put some more under the sewing machine whilst I'm doing it. Hello Lorraine, welcome to you. Hello Binky, welcome to you. Binksy, even Binksy. Hope you are good. Have you had a good bank holiday? What have you been up to today? So I think it's going to be another hot day tomorrow, isn't it? I think by the looks of it. And maybe by Wednesday it's going to be cooler, which I'm hoping it is. You will, of course, amazing. And here comes blah, blah, blah. Love that TikTok username. Hope you are well. So it definitely, when you stitch around the letters on the trapunto question, go on then, give me a question. And there's Rosie. Is that Rose or Rosie? Go on then, Onward. I love your questions. What do you want us to chop up now? Hello, the Sacred. Hope you're well. Hope you're good. I'll keep an eye out for your question. So I think doing it in the teal, definitely. Letters on a cap. Oh, you mean how would you do letters on a cap? I mean, you know what I would do? I would literally get the lettering that you would just buy and then iron it on. That one, I mean, you could embroider it on. That would be very easy, very, very easy. If you just use your heat erasable pen again, or your chalk pencil again, and then draw it on, and then just use the embroidery cotton. Here comes Daisy, another Daisy. Use your embroidery cotton to stitch it on. Actually, it would be quite easy on a cap, unless you want to go for the one that you get and then you iron them on. Yeah, like what I'm doing now. Yeah, I mean. I think the difficulty, well, what you'd have to do, if you were going to do lettering like this, you'd do like a trapunto perfect lettering, you'd have to work out the size first of all, and then draw it on like fabric, and then make sure it's going to fit across the cap. and then you'd have to make that separately and then stitch it on, or you could stitch on each letter separately. That would work. Yeah, that would work. That would look pretty cool though, wouldn't it? I take it you're liking my trapunto lettering then onward. Hope you are. Right, I'm going to do this today. Yes, give that a go. Hello, So Steph. Welcome, welcome. So there's some really, really cute little kind of sewing-y things to get involved in. So there's the Project Secret Santa. That's going to be in my next newsletter, and that's about making little pencil cases for children at Christmas, and that is very, very cute. I'm going to try and get involved with that at some point. Obviously, we've got the lovely Diana that we spoke to yesterday about the baby bank. That's really cute as well. So there's going to be quite a few bits and bobs of sewing-y stuff to get involved in. And thank you so much for liking my live. Don't forget to share it as well if that's possible. That would be really, really great. So I'm just going to find another. But yeah, I think you could do it on a cap, actually. I mean, onward. Are you? You're thinking a t-shirt? Yeah. Are you thinking of still giving this to your sister though to do? Because I don't know if she's going to be like very happy. You'll be like, okay. So I've watched Rachel from the So Happy Quilters Association on TikTok, and she makes all of this stuff, and I want you to do that. She's gonna be like, ah, that'd be really funny, wouldn't it? Hello, Linda. Welcome, Linda. Hello, Tina. I'm just putting a little knot in the end of my thing, and then we're going to carry on doing the E. You're going too so far. You're going to blame me. I thought you was. She's going to be like sending me a message going, what have you done? I have not got time to do all this trapunto lettering from my brother. She'll make you do it. I know she will. She absolutely will make you do it. I think you can do it. It's very easy. I mean, you're watching me a lot, so you should be able to do it easily. That's what I reckon. So yes, if anybody's got anybody else, hello Meg. If anybody's got any sewing questions you want to ask, then you're very welcome to go ahead and ask them, or anything that I can answer. I will try my very best. But if you're logging in now, wondering what I'm doing, I'm stitching around lettering, which is called trapunto. That's what I'm doing, and this is for my friends for their wedding that I'm going to next week, yeah, so, but luckily, they don't watch me on TikTok Live, so I don't think they know I'm doing it. It will be funny. I decided I was going to message her and say, do you want to watch my TikTok Lives, and then you know what I'm doing. And then I thought, actually, no, I'm not going to, because it is on my YouTube channel, so she could spot it. But I'm going to, after the wedding, or in the wedding card, I'm going to say, go and check out my YouTube channel, see how I made it. I think she'd like that. She's quite crafty as well, actually. But she does like, like those machines that you get where you put people's names onto stuff. Like vinyl names. Hello, Zuri, welcome to you. She basically does that. That's what she does. And, but yeah, it's going to be nice. I've never been to a wedding, Val. Yes, love a good wedding. I know, Rhonda. I know. Do you know, I haven't been to a wedding in ages. Because obviously, as you know, I used to be a florist for 12 years. And I went to loads of random weddings which were nothing to do with me, apart from I was just doing the floristry. And then I haven't actually been to any person's wedding that I actually know. You're planning a new summer liquid trapunto. I think what you should do is you should have put it on a t-shirt that says trapunto. That's what you should do. And it's only 1p, by the way. It's only 1p. 1p trapunto. And then the people will say to you, what is that? And then you can have an exclamation mark. I think that'd be quite funny. That would be quite funny. What iron do I use? What iron do you use? Hello, Ashton. Well, to be honest, I have various irons that I use. I mean, the one that I have here that I use, I can't give you the brand because obviously it's TikTok and they won't allow me to. But you can kind of see it there. Look, can you see which one it is? There you go. I love these kind of ones because they are cordless and you don't get all the cords like all caught up in all your sewing and that kind of stuff. So that, and also, I like that one. Yeah, does that help? Hannah, how are you, Hannah? Anyway, have you had a good bank holiday Monday? Assuming that you're in the UK. Are you coping with this heat? I think it's going to be another hot day tomorrow, isn't it? Hello, Linda. Welcome. So I think tonight, I'm planning on staying till, well, see how we go, really. 10:30, maybe even 11 o'clock. We'll see. Because we'll see if lots of our American friends join us tonight as well. Right, so I've done the E. I'll show you the E now. Hello, the hunter. Welcome to you. What do you like hunting? Are you hunting on games? That's usually what it is. Let me show you what the E looks like. I'm going to use this little bit of Quilters, not actually that much, but here we go. Look at the Y and the E. A Y and the E. It would look good actually as a look as a what you call it, a t-shirt. Wouldn't it? I think it definitely would. Onwards, I think it certainly have lots more padding. Without a doubt, you'd have more padding. Look, free advertising. Here you go. You can just my sisters to go with it. That would be quite funny, wouldn't it? Right, I'm now going to do the A, as he told you. It would be good. It would be good. Maybe I should try and, because you know, obviously when I go to like quilt shows, I wear my dresses, don't I, with my patchwork on it. Maybe I should try and do a block on the back that has, I mean, it would be, I don't know if it would work in Punto actually, because it'd be quite hot. I was thinking, yeah, it'd be all right. Then I thought, oh, actually, I don't know. It might be quite hot. Maybe on my jacket. Hello, my lovely Lottie. How are you? Have you been back to your job or back to your course? How is it going, if so? Hello, Mary. Welcome, Mary. Welcome to you this evening, this lovely Bank Holiday Monday. So yeah, we should really be enjoying this Bank Holiday Monday, because it's the last one until August. We got a big gap, haven't we? Mango Cat and Timmy, they've been fighting. Oh no. Oh dear. Did you have to break them up then, Lottie? I think that's what you had to do. I'm stitching around the letter A at the moment, Lottie, just so you know, just in case you're wondering what I'm doing. Hello, Terry. Welcome, Terry. Thank you so much, Dale, for liking my live. Dale, did you have a lovely birthday yesterday? Did everything go swimmingly well? Did you have the birthday that you wanted? That's what I want to know. And you still got some of your cake left. They're not friends. Oh no. Hello, Jana. Welcome. I think there's Kimbo Crafts as well. I just saw pop up on the bottom of the screen. Hope you are good on this Monday, Bank Holiday Monday. And Quilt. PRN. I thought I said something else for a minute. I was just about to read that completely wrong. Quilt PRN. I feel good. Ah, here comes Sandra. All t-shirts were founded by the SHQA. Remember, it's SHQA, just so you know. That's actually what our website is. That's amazing. That is amazing. I could. Oh, good. I'm glad you had a lovely day, Dale. What about if we provide you with special labels? I love that. That would be very, very good. Can't wait to see. My cat's coming back now. Here she comes. Look, here she comes. She's coming. Here comes the Jinxie cat. She's definitely, look, there she's. Can you see her, Lottie? Look, my cat's there. She's like sitting in the. What have you done, my fluff? It looks like you scratched your eye. That's not very good, is it, Jinx? Not very good at all. Okay, SHQA. There you go. Maybe it needs the letter in, like the website address as well. Hello, Fafa40. That would be quite fun. That would definitely be quite fun. So look, the A is being stitched. Ah, there's Grybe. How are you, Grybe? Hope you are good. Hope you're having a good Monday. Everybody's popping to say hello tonight, which is really, really good. It's good to sit and chat with you guys. So if you've got any other questions, let me know. Happy to answer any sewing questions to the best of my ability. And also don't forget to share my live as well. That'd be really wonderful. So I've got my tea tonight. I've not forgotten it like last night. Well, I had to go off and get it, didn't I? So I've not forgotten it, which is good. Right. So that can go there. That can go there. Now we're going to get another bit. So do you know what? I've nearly used, and this is really interesting because you're probably wondering like how much kind of embroidery cotton to use. So if you remember on here, I wound onto a whole one of these onto there, and I've only obviously got up to the A, haven't I? I've done the bit at the top and then the Y and the E. So I've got up to the A now. So yeah, so it does actually use quite a bit, but you know, it's worth it. It does look pretty cool in the back, doesn't it? Look at that. It looks like some weird kind of coding. That's what I think. Right, let's do this. And then I'm going to get a sip of my tea. Thank you so much for sharing my live. Thank you so much. Hello, Tropa. Welcome to you this evening. Hope you are good. Right, let's do this. I've got to make it into 2 lots of 3s again. And I do find that, you know, some people will do it, stitch it all with 6 strands, but I do find that doing it into lots of 3s does work really, really well. Hello, Shan. Welcome to you. But obviously, as long as it doesn't like knot up, because you know what this one's like, it does knot up sometimes, and we don't want that happening. Let's do it very, 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 very slowly. There we go. Put that to one side so I don't forget it. Hope you are good. Yes, it's been really hot. So what is our... I've got my fan on as well now. My the temperature's been a bit hot. I am actually thinking about potentially next year doing a temperature quilt, because when we went to Quilts UK at last weekend, there was a temperature quilt on display, and obviously I'd have to start in January. There's no point doing it now. That is the thing. I mean, it is a bit of an undertaking. It is, you know, well, undertaking, but also it is a commitment. That's the right word. It's a commitment to do a temperature quilt. Because if you're going to do a temperature quilt, here comes our lovely Leon walking in. If you're going to do a temperature quilt, then you need to kind of start planning in September, because you need to get all your fabrics ready. You need to decide what colours you're going to have for what temperature. And it was really nice, actually, because the reason why it popped into my head was because obviously I was doing all the albums on the gallery today, which I still haven't finished. I've still got loads more to put on there. And I came across the photo of the temperature quilt again. I was like, oh yeah, because there was one in there. Thank you, Kim Sings, for sending me a heart. That's really, really cute. Have you, Leon? I'm glad you have. You can tell her that was one of my first emails this morning when I got up, just so you know. In fact, it was the first. Is she going to reply? I hope so. So anyway, so I'm thinking about doing this temperature quilt. So in September, guys, we will start planning it, because I'm going to need to get all the fabrics together, and then decide what colour for what temperature. And then it was really, really cute, actually, the quilt that was done like for the show, because it had like where it started off. Hello, Lucas. Hello, Zara. Where it started off, you know, like each month. So obviously it had like January, February, March. They didn't actually start it in January. They actually started it in December, and then it went that way. I'm doing tomorrow. Baby looks. Oh, that's okay. See you tomorrow. So yeah, so basically I'm thinking of doing that for next year. I think that'd be quite cute. I mean, I did think it was one that I could do with my Crafty Stitches quilters. Maybe that's something they might like to do tomorrow. Hello, Jess. Welcome. You know, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think a temperature quilt might be quite cute? Might be quite interesting to do, I think. Because obviously usually people do things like temperature blankets, temperature cross stitch, that kind of stuff. But I don't actually see that many temperature quilts. So could be doable. I mean, I'd have to work out like how many. I would do it in squares, I think. I'd try and make it easy. But then obviously where you've got the dates, you know, like when the months change over, you could have half square triangles that should connect it. That could work really, really well, potentially. But yeah, there were some really, really lovely quilts on display, actually. There was the one that I really, really loved was the one... hello, Cynthia. Welcome to Cynthia. Yeah, the one I really, really loved was the one that had the sewing machines on it and the bobbins on it. And that one had all their names on it. And that was actually made by a group called Sprat and Winkle. So that was really, really nice. Hello, Billy's on. Welcome to you. But yeah, boy, I'm chatting about quilts. You're very welcome to ask any questions. I'm very happy to oblige where I can, answer any questions. And there was another one. I'm just trying to think, what was the other one I really liked? Actually, they kind of all blow into one, really, because there were so many there. But also, you know, I've seen loads of in the space of like 2 weeks. I'd love to know how many new quilts I've seen. Because obviously I went to Derry, didn't I? And then I went to Guildford Quilters, and then I went to the American Quilt Museum, and then I went to Quilts UK, and I reckon it must be hundreds, hundreds and hundreds, and I've seen there's so many, and there are a few that stand out. There was the Technicolor Dreamcoat, that quilt, that jacket, that was quite cute, and there was a Japanese one that was also quite lovely. So yeah, very interesting. I'm just going to bring my needle up the other side. So look, it's coming on. It's the 8 is coming along nicely. If you're just joining now, wondering what I'm doing, I am doing a trapunto effect on this for this cushion, and I want to say I'd like to see if I can try and get it finished tomorrow. Should we give that a challenge? Give myself a challenge. Get it finished by tomorrow, because if I can stitch around that, and in actual fact, once the stitching's done, it will not take that long at all. Because I've just got to. I think I am going to do frills. What do you reckon? Should the cushion have frills? I think it'll look quite cute. Let me know what you think. Here comes lovely Kim Lawrence. How are you this evening, Kim? Hope you are good. We're just talking about the quilts that I've seen actually over the last couple of weeks. I'm just going to get a sip of my tea. Hold on a minute. If I can find it, that is. Very, very nice. I could make some. Nor, hello Nor, welcome to you. Yes, I've got a few little handy stitch things to do tomorrow. I'm thinking if there is a hexiform quilt that in squares that I basically, it would look lovely with frills, wouldn't it, Dale? I think it would look very pretty. I just think it might make it look more interesting. You know, not that it's not interesting already, because it is, but I just think it'll look really pretty. And I haven't made a cushion with frills in ages, so I think we're going to do frills. I think we are. That'd be quite nice. I mean, actually, you know, I could do prairie points. I was just thinking. Oh no, you had your eyes lasered. Oh no. Oh dear. Is that for your, like, so you don't have to wear glasses, or is that for something else? Oh, I don't think I'd go through that, Kim. You'd have to proper like sedate me to do that. That's for sure. Yeah, I think like, yeah, so frills all, I mean, like I was just saying, maybe, here comes Dylan. I remembered Dylan. I remembered you with your zombie person. I remembered. I mean, we could be, if I did it in prairie points, because the prairie points would only need to be, that might be easier actually. Hello, good evening, good evening. Hello, Renee. Welcome, welcome. Have you had a good day, Dylan? What have you been up to on this lovely bank holiday? Hope you are good. Yes, because if I did prairie points, I'd only need 5-inch squares, and I could get those ready. And we had to Christmas Eve, and they were bad again 7 weeks later. Oh no! What? So you had that surgery then, Kim? Oh dear. I've had both of my eyes done. I had them done last year. Oh no, that is not good. But then they do say, if you out of interest, you have brown eyes, because they did say to me that people with brown eyes, it takes a lot longer to heal apparently, and sometimes, as well as if you're quite young, like to have cataracts, you don't. It's this is what I was told, that it can like go a bit like misty, so then you have to have it done. No, yours are blue. Oh wow, that kind of puts that one out the window. Because mine went on forever. I mean, literally, I'd have drops for, it felt like months and months and months. And they said it's because you've got brown eyes, it takes longer to heal. And also, but yeah, sometimes when you have cataract surgery, you can get like a misty bit, I think, and that's what they told me. They said because you're young, I'm probably going to have that back. So what am I doing, Dylan? I'm carrying on. Did you not see this yesterday? So I'm making a trapunto cushion. Look at it. Look, there's the lettering, and I'm currently stitching around the lettering. So I'm actually on the A at the minute. I'm just doing the bit through the middle there. You can just see my needle sticking out. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. And I've got my cat next to me as well. Look, there's my Jinxie cat, who is fast asleep. I do want to label that quilt, so don't know what's going to happen there. We're going to have to buff her off. She won't be very happy about that when we do that. Thank you very much, Dylan. That means a lot to me. Thank you very much for saying it's amazing on your version. Yeah, so it's really good. So this is for. So I have my friends of mine are having a. I mean, they're already married. They're having a wedding vow renewal next. Not this Saturday coming. Next Saturday, the 6th. And so this is actually for them. So I was just thinking, I was just chatting about maybe doing frills around the edge, but I think I'm going to do prairie points, because that would be quite cute, and that would be more uniformed, I think. And I have got quite a lot of fabric, so what I need to do is put the wadding on the back, put the backing fabric on, and then see what fabric I've got left to be able to work out the prairie points. That's where I need to be, and then I can decide, is it going to be frills or is it going to be prairie points? Prairie points are essentially triangles that overlap. That's essentially what that is, and it's more patchworky. So that is the plan. AI Summary is saying, discussing a new quilt project and its design. That's very, very true, Mr. AI Summary. I'm assuming you're a Mr. AI Summary. So yeah, I'm going to carry on. If I can get the R. So look, I've only got the R and the S to do, and then I just got the numbers. Might do that tomorrow. We'll see where we get. Hello, Sally. Welcome to you. So what have you guys been up to on this lovely bank holiday? Has anybody had a barbecue? It's definitely barbecue weather. I haven't actually smelt any of my neighbours having barbecues. That's quite unusual. I'm going to attempt to quilt some denim for a bag today. Very good, Dylan. So just go slightly slowly as it's denim. I would definitely suggest that. But that's going to be amazing. Hey, look, so I've now done the A. Can you see the A? There is the A. So now we're going to do the R. This is the one when I was stitching. So if you didn't see me when I... what did you think, Bank Holiday Ritual? I know. I just thought they're going to have barbecues, aren't they? But no, they have not. They have not. They're obviously all down the beach because it's very, very warm. That's what I reckon. Yeah, so it's a nice 4-day week for some people. So if you didn't see me when I was doing this, what I basically did was I got my front fabric, and which is the pale blue. So that matches her bridesmaid's dresses, and then I've kind of deduced that from the wedding invitation, and then the fact that I altered one of the bridesmaids' dresses, and I was like, oh, okay, so it's definitely pale blue. And then what I did was I got put a white backing fabric on it, and then I drew around on this with a heat erasable pen, so that's a little heart. And then I've stitched it around with the sewing machine, and then I've puffed it out on the back. You can see the puffing out there. And then turned it into what's called trapunto. And yeah, so it's quite good. Ta-da! Hello, Nana. Welcome to you. Welcome. Well, I hope have you still got don't know what that is. Hello, Grace. Hello, Grace. Welcome to you this evening. We're just talking about barbecues and bank holidays. That kind of goes together, doesn't it? Barbecues and bank holidays. Yes, it's the last one until our August one, and actually that's going to be like so close to our quilt show. I can't believe it. So now I've written the newsletter. That is done. I am going to start prepping for everything I need for my live stream. So next, when is it? The 5th of June. That's my next YouTube live stream. And got to prep because I'm going to be talking about who's coming to our quilt show and what's going on at our quilt show. So we've got lots of demos going on, which is very exciting. There's going to be a fan up today. Somebody that I know is coming is going to be doing a jelly roll tube. Jelly roll tube. That's what she's going to be doing. So it's kind of like for when you do Bargellos. That's what she's going to do. So that's quite exciting. Anyway, so yeah. So I think I will definitely... Hello, Melissa. Welcome to you. I will definitely attempt a... well, I say definitely. At the moment, I'm thinking I will attempt a temperature quilt next year. That is what I'm thinking. Oh my goodness, the heat is getting to me again. How did your jelly roast go? Oh, so it all... I finished it actually. I could maybe go and get it to show you. Did you see it finished, or were you not here to the end, Kim? I don't remember. Thank you, Dylan, for liking my lives. Thank you so much. And if you could share it as well, that'd be really, really helpful. Share it to all your TikToky friends. I think that's how the sharing system works. I think that's what happens. You never know. We had lots of people log in last night. That was a bit interesting. No, you've not seen it finished. Oh, okay. Well, what I'll do then is I'll go and grab that in a bit. I will show you because I think I put it kind of. I don't think it's beside me. I think I've kind of put it away to get ready. It's going to be, hello Owen, welcome Owen. It's going to be I think it's going to be a backdrop. So it's going to be a backdrop for when I'm on my Zoom things, but I think we're also going to use it for when I do, when we do the Proud Lounge at our quilt show. That's going to be wonderful. Hello Madam G, welcome to you. How are you? Are you good? Thank you very much for sending the roses, very kind. Have you had a lovely bank holiday? I don't know if you are in the UK or not, or what you've been up to. It is super hot. Didn't they say like today is like record breaking or something? Is it like the hottest day in May for like some long time? That's what I kind of like. I picked up on. To be honest, I didn't really have my head up very much today because I was on my computer most of the day, and adding stuff onto our website. So, and there's still more to do. I've still got loads more events to put up, which I might. Like I said, I'm gonna have a day off tomorrow, and then I'm teaching on Wednesday, and then I will do it on Thursday. That's my plan. It's too hot. I know, Imagine G. It is definitely hot. Mind you, we shouldn't complain really, because you know when we get to August and we'll be like, why is it raining all the time? And then we think, oh well, you know, we had our summer back in May. That often happens though, doesn't it? I vaguely remember that happened last year. I think this is another reason why I want to do temperature quilt, because you know sometimes when you're not actually like keeping a record of it, it's quite interesting. But what's you know, I don't know if you remember this. Someone asked me a while ago about, you know, do I stitch like the little holes on the back where I've stuffed it? Do I stitch it? And I answered generally that I don't. What I do is if my cotton is like near one of those holes, then I will put that into there just to like make it a little bit more secure, because you might as well while you're there just knot it through that like that. There you go. Right, that's another one done. I can't believe it. We've got to get another row. Then we're going to get another. What is a temperature quilt? So a temperature quilt, Kim, and anybody else is wondering, is when you like, for example, so obviously, you start off on the 1st of January, and then you go right through to the 31st of December, and every single day at the same time every day you make a note as to what the temperature is. So let's say you always stick with 2 p.m. I mean, that'd be a good time for me to remember, in all honesty. So you stick with 2 p.m. and 2 p.m. every day you make a note of what the temperature is. So let's say like today is like 27 degrees, okay? And then what you do is you work out fabrics that dictate that colour. Obviously, if it's cold, you're going to go for like a blue. If it's you know, like cold weather, you go for a blue. And then if it's really hot, you know, you're going to go orange, you're going to go red, that kind of colour. And then yeah, so you would have like so let's say you do one of your colours might be, say, 0 degrees to 10, something like that, or 0 to 5 or 0 to 7. Let's say 0 to 10, and the next one would be like 10 to 15, and then it'd be 15 to 20, that kind of thing. And then once you decide the colours, you would then every day stitch that colour together. So you'd like trim, say, a 5-inch square. It'd be very easy to do it in hexiform as well. It'd be very easy to do it, hand sew it. This is what I'm thinking. I'm definitely thinking of hand sewing it. And then, yeah, then you stitch them all together in a great big long, like in a big quilt. So maybe you would do like 1 month, January would be 1 month. The problem you would have though, obviously, some months obviously don't have the same amount of days, do they? So obviously February is shorter than, say, December, which is 31st, and so you'd have to have some empty blocks. That's what I reckon. But the quilt I saw, it kind of all ran into each other, which was quite cunning, because when I thought about it before, I thought about doing it in like January line, February line, March line, April line, like that. But the one that I saw, it kind of all links in. Yeah. So that is what a temperature quilt is. So basically, it records the temperature of that year. So if I did it next year, for example, it would record the temperature of 2027, and then so I've seen, so someone that I follow, she had a quilt in our category last year at festival. She does cross stitch, and she only does like a really thin strip, and she's done it like over all these years, and my embroidery cotton's gone funny again. she's done it all over all those years, and it's really fascinating. I mean, I obviously it's not. I think if I did 1 month, I don't think I'd commit to it every year. I think it'd be a lot, but it would be interesting to do. It would be really interesting to do, and I think it would make quite a fun quilt as well because. Obviously the biggest thing is right that has completely gone funny. We'll get rid of that one. The biggest thing is you've got to have the commitment every day to remember. Okay, what is the temperature at 2 o'clock? Hello Maxine, welcome to you. So yeah, I mean, I think it would look interesting. There you go. Look, the AI summary is discussing a year-long temperature quilt project. Yeah, that's what that is definitely what we are discussing, Mr. AI summary. I mean, I could even do it in. So you'd have to, you know, if you've got 365 days, you'd have to divide that up, and so it's equal around. And then what we could do, because actually, onward you like this, what we could do for each letter for the month, so for J for January and F for February, it could be in trapunto. That way it could be. So it could be like split up. That'd be quite cool. Plans for next year. And we're only in May. That is how my brain works, you see. I'm always thinking about, well, what can we do next? What can we do next? Do something different. I do like doing something different. So I've definitely now used up. I'm now on to the like halfway on the R of years, and I've definitely used up a whole thing of my my embroidery cotton. But it's getting annoying because I do wonder whether, because my hands are hot, sometimes that doesn't work as well. There we go. Just go a bit slower. My Jinx cat is still asleep. Yeah, I think it'd be good, wouldn't it? Fingers crossed for next year onward. That's what I reckon. So I mean, by September I will decide because I'm gonna have to start prepping all the fabrics. You have to prep with a pack of them, and obviously you're not gonna know, are you? You have no idea. You know what kind of like how many of one blue colour, how many of one red colour you're gonna need, or orange, or anything like that. So there's lots of kind of suggestions out there. What colouring you could go for on temperature quilts. It would be quite fun. I mean, technically I'd only need, 365 plus the 12 for each month. So yeah, not a lot of squares, she says. Anyway, if anybody else got any other questions, do let me know. Or if you're just joining now and wondering what I'm doing, I am sewing a trapunto cushion. And don't forget to follow me. If you haven't already followed me, please do. Because that helps us immensely. So, so going back to it. So there were lots of lovely... I don't think we've had a long chat about the quilts that were on display last week. There were some really, really lovely ones. There was all the journal quilts. Now, journal quilts are like... They're very small. They're like A4 size. I don't think... I mean, I did like them, but none of it made me think I want to make one. The only one that I thought I'd love to make that was the sewing machine one. I thought, yeah, I'd like to do that. That looked quite cute. And then there was the lady who won our beginners of category award. That was really lovely. That had all like fishies in it. But I think that was really, really nice. And then you got the stack and whack ones. Those are quite cute. But yeah, the journal ones were very interesting. I mean, I personally, I like the quilts that have got a story behind it. Those ones. So there was one that was called Y on Y, as in WHY on WHWYE, that one. And that was really, really, really cute because it had like basically the scenery of Y on Y. I'm assuming Y is a town or an area, I'm assuming. Had like the rivers and the houses, and that was really, really, really cute because it kind of tells a story. I think that's what I love, quilts that tell stories. I don't know why. I'm a bit strange like that. Hello, Estelle. Welcome to you. So I'm going to get this one in here. Hello, how are you? And it's not Estelle, is it? But I'm going to call you Estelle anyway. Are you well? Have you had a good bank holiday Monday? Is it Monday? Bank holiday Monday where you are? It's been really hot here today. We're just discussing. I'm just busy stitching this. I'm stitching the embroidery cotton around the letters at the moment, and I'm on the R, and then I'm going to do the S, and then I'm going to see what time it is, and then we're going to make a decision on, because I would like to do that other label, although my Jinxie cat's on it still. So but I know what I'm going to put on it. I've got it written down there ready to do that on. Oh, good. I'm glad you're good. I'm very good. Thank you very much. I'm just very hot. So what am I doing? I'm currently embroidering around lettering. So this is a trapunto cushion. Look, I'll show you. There we go. There you go. So I'm currently doing the R, which is there, and then I've got the 6626 to do. This is for my friends. They're going to go on their cushion. You're going to attempt some sewing yourself with Walking Dead. I'll see you soon. That's amazing. Go do it, Dylan. I'm so far behind on that, by the way. Trapunto. That's it. It's called Trapunto. This is such a great name. Onward. Trapunto. Wow, so beautiful. Thank you very much, Estelle. Thank you so much. I am actually really enjoying doing it. This is for my friends. Hello, Bobby. Happy Monday to you as well. Happy Bank Holiday Monday. Yes, we'll do the S, and then we might do some labelling, I think. I know. You just want to like shout out the window, don't you? Going Trapunto. This is really funny. Why is it so funny? It just is. To me, it is very funny. It is really funny. Hello, Malik. Welcome to you. So now I'm going to do the inner bit of the R, and then I've just got to do the S there. Oh, P, there you are. Hello, Maria. I'm very good, thank you, P. I'm still sweltering. Oh, I had my lolly, by the way. I had my ice lolly earlier. That definitely helped. That most definitely helped. And I've still got. I'm carrying on with my cushion. Have you had a good Bank Holiday Monday? Did you get to see your family today? I know you did in the last one, didn't you? I've got a long gap now until our August Bank Holiday. Just need to get a sip of my tea. Hold on a minute. I've got a in my little pot behind me, I've got a Christmas candy cane pen, and it looks like it. And every time I look at it, I think, oh, it looks like candy cane. I think, no, it's not candy cane. It's a candy cane pen. But it looks so realistic. Can the stitching be done by machine? No, absolutely not. Well, I mean, I'd say not. So when I originally stitched the lettering, yes, that is done by machine. You need to do that bit by machine onward without doubt, because if you don't do the initial stitching, you remember I said I drew the lettering, and then with my heat erasable pen, and then I stitched around it with a sewing machine, and because if you don't do that, it won't be strong enough when you start puffing it out on the back. But this stitching you're doing with embroidery, it'd be very, very difficult to do that, because you wouldn't get your presser foot like up into there, and it wouldn't go down. That's the thing. I know. So you'd have to do part. So part of it you need to do by machine, like the beginning bit, and then this bit you need to do by hand. But it's very easy, because all I'm doing, I mean, you've got the line to follow. It's very easy, and obviously stitch with embroidery cotton's really easy, because it's a big needle with a big eye, and obviously much thicker cotton. So, but I suppose what you could do if you didn't want to do that is you could. When you do the main bit of the stitching, is it going to cost you? How much is she going to charge you then? How much is she going to charge you? If you do the main bit of stitching in like a different different colour cotton, then maybe you might not have to do it. Maybe if you didn't want them really to stand out. That's the thing. Obviously, it really stands out when you do it with embroidery cotton. That's for sure. Well, a lot more now. Hello, P looks really nice. Thank you so much. It does, doesn't it? I'm actually really chuffed how it's coming out. I am really chuffed how it's coming out. I'm thinking, yeah. And then what my plan is, when I've finished the letterings, the numbers, I've got 6626 to do. When I've done that, I'm going to do prairie points, I've decided, around the edge. And then I've got to do the backing on it. And I'm not going to do... I'm not doing a zip. I'm doing what's called a magic fold on the back of the cushion. That's what I'm going to do, magic fold. Hello, Eves. Welcome to you, Eves. Hope you're good. Yes, if anybody else has got any questions, or onward if you've got any more. Your list to your sister is getting longer. She'll be like, no, you do it yourself. That's what's going to happen. Right, so now what I need to do, so I've run out of that cotton. I'm going to get this back. So what I always do is, so this is my little pack of embroidery cotton, rather than keep it like that and then try and pull some off that, because if you did that, it's just going to mash up. So I always open it out, get a piece of random card, which I've done little snips in like that, and then this bit I'm going to wrap around there. And doing that, it will definitely preserve the embroidery cotton. We need to make this part of the process because you said so. Yeah, so Rachel from the So Happy Quilters Association says this is how you do it. Does she do onward? Does she do just normal like dressmaking then? Is that what she does? Does she do any like quilting or patchwork? Your sister. Hello Jane, welcome to you this evening. Welcome to you. So yes, I'm just going to wrap this round here, and I'm hoping that I've got enough to do the numbers. I should do. I'm also got to go and search for another one of this colour, which is going to be fun. But I think I've got another one somewhere. Oh, she's done fashion and design. Ah, okay. But I bet she's never done trapunto though, has she? I don't think they do trapunto in fashion and design. Right, so now I'm going to now I've wound it onto there, I'm going to get myself a bit of the cotton again, and then do what I always do, split it into two lots of three. Oh, she will now. That's very funny. That's very funny. Right. Yeah, you could do a trapunto t-shirt or something and come and wear it to my quilt show, then I'll know who you are. That'd be funny. I'll be like, oh, I know who that is. I'll see you in the queue. I'll give you priority entrance if you do that. Hello, Sulky Sue. Are you really Sulky Sue? I bet you're not really Sulky Sue, are you? Hello, Angie. Welcome to you. So I'm just going to thread this up again. Here we go. Right. So I'm going to carry on doing my S around there. It's looking very good. When we finish the S, I will give you a little update so you can see what it looks like. And then I think what we're going to do is I'm going to do that other. Oh, don't go knotting up. I quite often talk to my embroidery cotton. I'm like, don't you go doing that. Sometimes you have to do these things, you see. You have to tell it, do not go doing that. Because it's very annoying. Hello, Sammy. Welcome, Sammy. So, yes, I've just got to do the S on the end of years. And then it's just the numbers. Maybe what we'll do, we might come back to this later tonight, because I do like a bit of late evenings, just gentle hand sewing, especially on a hot day. You definitely want to do something nice and easy. So I'm going to, we'll do that label, and then we might do some more cat blocks, because that would be quite good actually. Did you see the cat, oh, onward, maybe I shouldn't tell you, did you see the cat blocks I've been doing? They're crazy cat blocks. Well, I'm gonna do some of those. But I think, did I say I needed more 5-inch squares? I might have to maybe make some more of those. I'm gonna have a look at that. At least I can do that in the morning, I think. See if I need to make up some more. Yeah, they looked amazing. They're very cute, aren't they, Kim? Very, very cute. So I've got to do the ones in the opposite direction now, because I've done all the ones one direction, now I've got to do the other direction. And I've got 12 to do, and then it's all got to be put together. So sometime very, very soon, my lovely TikTok friends, well, I'm going to be back in wadding and then back in a quilt. We'll do that, and we'll do that in my big sewing room, because I need to do it on the big board, the big table. And I've got the other one to finish there as well. That won't take too long. Could give that to her. Oh, I won't get that finished in time. I was just thinking, could give that to someone else for their birthday. Yes, so actually that's a point actually. I just had a thought, Kim. You were saying about the temperature quilt. Actually, what I've got sitting down there, I'll show you. And when I've finished the S, I'll show you what it is, because that could, in that process, I could easily do the temperature quilt. Oh, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. 2027. How much you sell that? Estelle, no, this is actually for a wedding present, this one. But I do actually have a TikTok shop. So if you want to go and have a look in my TikTok shop, there's a basket in my bio. And I do have some of my one of my quilts in there. And I'm going to put a cushion in there fairly soon. And there's some kits and some kits and zippy pouches. But this particular thing that I'm making, this is actually for a gift for someone for their wedding. That's what this is. Hello Rita, hello Irene. So I'm just like coming up the back on this now, because it's quite, when you start doing the really tight curves of the S, that can be quite difficult, because you see how I'm doing it, like a kind of like stitching into there and then coming up this side. Sometimes when you've got that tight curve of the bend of the S, it's quite difficult to get in there. There we go. It's so beautiful. You love that. Ah, thank you so much. You never know. I might do another one, and I might put that in my TikTok shop. Maybe I'll do a hat for Onward. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Yeah, because see how she provides the best way to print it on a t-shirt. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's really funny, Onward. That is really funny. And then she'd be like, wah, 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 wah. I'll be like, yes, that is not what I said. I mean, technically speaking, the best way to trapunto is on a quilt. On a cotton. I mean, I suppose as long as it's cotton, it would be right. She'd be so impressed and do ask. Yeah, I mean, oh look, it's my cat. It's my Dixie cat. There she is. You want my fluff ball? You want my fluff? Oh, I feel really sorry for cats when it's a hot day. What are they supposed to do? They can't, like, you know, make their fur lighter, can they? Hello, Irene. Welcome to you, Irene. So I've nearly done the S now. Oh, I haven't done the R. I haven't done the R in the middle. I missed that, didn't I, when I was stitching it on the sewing machine? We'll just finish the S, and then we're going to go back and do the middle of the R. That's what we're going to do. Put that in there. Stitch along. So, yeah, so if anybody else got any questions you want to ask about sewing or anything, please do ask. If I can answer it, I will. And, you know, and look at this. I'm actually going to run out. I can't believe it. All I've got to do is go to there, and I've not got enough. That is highly infuriating. So let's get another bit ready. Make sure it doesn't come out. Yeah, so depending on how tired I get because of the heat, I'm hoping to stay on maybe till about 10 tonight. We'll see how we go. But I definitely want to do that in the next label, and then we'll do some cap blocks. Otherwise I'm going to get behind with my labelling. I've got a few more to do. Hello Calvin, welcome. So I think I'm all prepped ready for the people that I'm teaching on Wednesday. They're going to be doing a top tote bag. And I just hope it's not too hot in there. Hope we've got some fans. I might actually take my fan. And where do I live in England? So I am from the south coast of the UK. I'm from Brighton. That's where I live. And that is why we're having our very own quilt show in Brighton in September on the 5th and 6th, which is going to be super exciting. There we go. Are you in the UK then, Estelle? Or are you... Hello, Toby. Or are you somewhere else in this wonderful world of TikTok? Just going to do that little tiny bit there. There's a tiny bit. It's too much of a gap for my liking. And then we'll go and finish off the R. And then we've done the 15 years. All I've got to do next is do the numbers. Very nice. Hello, Feisty Lady. Welcome to you. It's such a great TikTok name. Let's see who else is going to join us this evening's festivities of sewing. But yeah, we're getting quite well along into the year now, aren't we? nearly the end of May, nearly the end of another month. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's going to be June before we know it. I've got a lot of travelling to do in June. You live in England, but you're from Albania. Ah, that's amazing. Hope you like the UK. Do you like the UK? I've never been to Albania. I'm sure your English is much better than my Albanian. Right, so now I'm going to do the R in the middle because I forgot that bit. Hello, Milan. Welcome to you. You do good. I'm happy. England's a nice place. Well, apart from the weather. Sometimes our weather can be a bit crazy. Like it is at the moment. It's super, super hot at the moment. Oh, you can't cope with it. Oh, look. What is that about then? We did not do anything at all. Here we go. The ghosts have got us, but I did not do anything. Ah. The ghosts are about Dale. Hello, Harry. Welcome to you. So, yes, I'm just going to do the centre of the R. And then we've done that bit there. So that's really, really good. And I will show you what it looks like. Yeah, they are indeed. They are indeed. They just appeared. And I didn't do anything. I did not do anything. I didn't say anything. And I didn't do anything. Ah, Sandra. Oh, you're a tailor, Estelle. Ah, amazing. What kind of tailoring do you do? Do you do like wedding dresses or suits or interesting things? I bet you've got some nice sewing machines as well then to do your tailoring. Hope it's not like last night. No, I did think we were doing a bit well actually. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I could use it as an opportunity to go and shut my curtains, couldn't I, if needs be. Right, here we go. So we've done it now. I've done the 15 years. I've just got to do the letter in. And then we're going to do the label for the quilt that my cat is carrying on. And look, there you go. Can you see? 15 years. If I put it like that. Oh, hang on. That's better. 15 years, there it is. So now what I've got to do is the 6/6/2026. There is tiny little circles down here, which I'll do for like the little dots. But you can really see the difference, can't you? If I get closer to the screen, look, you can really see the difference from when it's not got that edge around it. Are you doing cushion covers for plane? Cushion covers for a plane? That's amazing. Is it Astiki? Is that how you pronounce it? I should connect properly. So anyway, so now what we'll do is we'll do a label. So tomorrow I've just got to do that 6/6/26, and yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. I'm very happy with how it's coming out. Right, so let's get some fabric to do the label, and I'm just gonna put that onto there. I don't want to lose that. Put it to there. Thank you very much for liking it. I like it too. Right, now I think I'm gonna do. You're right, Jean. Actually, we could do it in blue, couldn't we? I've got the red because that is like an orange. So basically, the label is for this quilt, and we've got purple. What should we do in purple, Jinx? What do you reckon? Let's do it in purple. I think purple would be quite nice. So this quilt, this is one of the ones that I got in Arizona last year, and I got it at the an antique mall. And I need to find some backing fabric for it. Hello, Claudia. Welcome to you. Right. So I'm going to do it along there, I think. Let me just have a look at my little programming thing. Hold. Just going to get a sip of my juice. I think I need to drink. Hold on a minute. Oh, I needed that. Nice bit of cold drink. Okay. So let's do the lettering for this one. And we can now. I'm gonna have to turf the pussycat off though because I need Jinx. I need the quilt. I've got to stitch it on. Right. So this one is going to be Liz Quilt UILT. Oh no, hang on. The children. I was going to call it this children's fabric quilt because it's got children's fabric on it. ILD. REN. Children's fabric. BRIC fabric quilt. QUILT. There we go. Right. Actually, I'm going to just get rid of my little bit of rubbish because I'm going to be moving all this over here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, there's my little cotton. I need to put in my sewing box. Just trying to make some space. So I've got enough space. I definitely do not want to lose that. Need that for tomorrow. Right. Okay. Here we go. Hopefully the letters are not going to mash up on each other. Remember like they did the other night? I'm hoping that's not going to happen. Just do it so you can see. Oh, she's gone. Woohoo. The pussycat has actually gone. That's really good. So now we can definitely do the quilt. And I can iron it. So that's actually very helpful. She left at the right time. Let's do this. It's looking good on the lilac fabric, I reckon. It's definitely going to show off on the back of the quilt, that's for sure. I'm just checking on the screen to see how far along we are. Amazing. Right, let's have a little look. So yeah, so if you've got any questions, any sewing things or anything, just let me know. I'll answer it to the best of my ability. Here's children fabric quilt. There's children's fabric quilt made by the PAQA. So basically this quilt here was made by, look, it was made by the PAQA, which is the Phoenix Area Quilt Association, and it's got really, really lovely fabric. Look, so it's a North Star pattern that's in it, and it's got children's fabric in there, and this is one that I got at an antique mall last year, and I'm going to put my label on it so that it kind of shows that they made it, but then I got it and it now lives with me. So that is why I'm putting a label on it, really. Made by PAQA. By PAQA. Was purchased by, made by PAQA. Was I think we'll do another line. That's fine. Sometimes it's difficult to know how much to put on one line. Obviously, you don't want to go too far along. That's the thing. Just spotted something. I think it's all right. The E is very close to the N, but I think that's okay. You can still read. It says children's, which is the most important thing. Right, I'm going to get to the end of this, and then we're going to make a decision on whether we're going to stop and start again. It's definitely too hot today. It was purchased by me. URCHALCD by. Okay. I just need to catch it before it does the next one. Why did you do that? Just going to shuffle this a little bit. There we go. That's better. Oh, hang on. That's gone funny. Yeah, I think I'm going to shut my curtains in a minute. I need to do that anyway. Might as well do it early tonight, I'm reckoning. If we're going to... O-S-I-O. Right, here we go. Purchased by me. I don't remember how much I paid for that one at all. Voila. Let's just check that. It's quite funny actually. It's come up and said remove my background noise so that you can hear me. Obviously, unfortunately, I can't stop my sewing machine. That is quite funny. That's quite funny old TikTok. Right, let's get in there. Children's fabric quilt, and then a picture by me. There we go. And then we're going to do the last couple more lines. Right. But first, what am I doing? I've had a little break just to go into my curtains and bits and bobs. And now we're back on. And I've got some chocolate buttons as well, so that's quite good. And right, so, hello Darren, welcome to you. So I'm going to carry on doing the label I want to do for the quilt that's over here. And we did some of it. See who else is going to join us. No, just Yasmin and Cole and Shirley. Welcome to you. Right, so I did the 4 lines, and then I'm going to do in February. I'm basically doing a label to go on one of my quilts. So it does already have a label, but not from me. And so I'm creating another one to say that I now own it. So then when the quilt goes to anywhere else in the future, it will always have the label on it. In Phoenix, it's going to be quite long, this one. Actually, I wonder if we can get that in. Let me just see. Let's just see how long that goes. There's quite a lot of information really to put on this quilt label. Hello Sharon, welcome to you. My cat has just got in one of my bags. Jinxie cat is not very helpful. We might get 2 quilts labelled tonight. I'll go and dig the other one out in a minute and see what happens. There we go. Right, so I think... Hello Danny, hello Vera, hello Thomas, TJ Thomas, welcome to you. The trouble is, if I go any longer, I'm thinking I might put in Phoenix, Arizona. Let me just do that. Oh, it's a real tricky one. So whether do you carry on doing the same line or do you go further down? I think what we'll do is we will just do another line in P-H-O-E. No, it's E-O, isn't it? Is it E-O? No. Never looks right, the word Phoenix, does it? Phoenix, Arizona. Right, okay. And then all I've got to do then... Hello, Kelly. Hello, Ladybug. Welcome to you. Welcome. Then all I've got to do then is at the... Oh, actually, I could probably do it after. Let's do that. At the Jinxie cat. What are you doing? Oh, my goodness. Hold on a minute. Okay. No. You can't go in that bag. That is just the most ridiculous thing ever. You can't go in that bag. You cannot go in the bag. Oh, you're back, you found me again. Well done, Dale. Hello, Amberly. Welcome. So, Jinxie Cat was just getting in a bag there, Dale, and I wasn't very happy. She can't go in that bag. It's just like, it's so annoying. Do not go in the bag. She thinks it's quite funny. Hello Ma, welcome to you. Welcome everybody. Oh, so annoying, isn't it? At the right, so I've got one more line to do, which is the Armadillo Antique mold, and then I can put this label on. There we go. Another little letter E to do. Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing my life. Oh, hello Onward. Hello Dawn. Hello Daisy. Right, so I've now got to Arizona. I think it's Arizona. I got all my curtains shut, so that was good. Did all that job while I was gone. Got myself some little chocolate buttons as well. I like those. They're a dairy-free one. I've been keeping them in the fridge. I keep forgetting they're in there. Armadillo. A-N-T-I-Q-U-E. Antique Mall. M-A-L-L. There you go. All right. It's looking good. It's looking very good. One more line to go. Hello Tracy, hello Samuel, Jack, hello Steph, welcome to you this evening. So we got any sewing questions, just let me know. I'll answer it to the best of my ability. And if you wonder what I'm drawing now, wonder what I'm doing, I'm making a label to go on my quilts. They're from Poland. Welcome all the way from Poland. I just realised my presser foot's like moved. I'm going to try and put it back. Or my foot pedal, I should say, not my presser foot. I've actually got one of my, which bit am I doing now? So now onward, I am doing a label to go on a quilt that I've got. So I've stopped doing that cushion for a little while. I'll go back to it a bit later. And then after this, we're going to do some cap blocks. That's what we're going to do. It's going to be another thing on your list for your sister to make. Voila, we've done it. What are cap blocks? You will see. Basically, is a patchwork block that looks like a cat. And I'm doing them for my friend who's got a big birthday this year, and so it's for her quilt. So far I think I've done 24 cap blocks in one direction, and I need to do about another 12 going in the opposite direction. I was working on them a little while ago, but maybe you weren't with us at that point. So I'm just going to choppy this bit up here, and then save that bit. At least my cat's gone, so I can iron it. Hello, fabric finder. I assume you like finding fabric. That can go in my scraps. That's a scrappy bit, and then the other bit. So then what I need to do this, I just need to get rid of all the backing bit and there. That's my little backing fabric. Yes, so this is what I'm doing. So I've got this. No, don't go on there. I've got this quilt here I got this at when I went to Arizona last year, and it's already got a label on it which says made especially for the Phoenix Area Quilters Association, and then I'm going to do my label on it, which basically gives it some history that is now with me. That is the plan. There we go. You can see me a bit better. But the first thing I need to do is take off all the excess that's on the backing on there, and because you don't really need this bit here, it's just unnecessary. It's always, I mean, when you're doing the lettering, you don't have to put extra backing on it. But I do, because what I find is if you don't, it tends to mash up a lot more on the back. So, you know, it's better to do that really. Put a little backing fabric on it. And then I'm going to stitch this on in a minute. Hopefully my cat is not going to appear because I'm about to iron it. And she will might be happy if she goes near the ironing board. Hello Gemma, hello Claire, hello Tomster, hello Ed. If you've got any questions, do let me know. I can see Jessica as well. Hope you're all good, hope you're well. Hope you've all had a lovely, lovely bank holiday. Monday, the last one until August. But at least it's a 4-day week. That must be grateful for some people. So I'm just going to iron that bit flat with my iron, and then stitch that on, and then we do some cap blocks. That's the plan. I will show you some cap blocks. Okay, I'm going to put it over there just in case Miss Pussycat comes along. I think that would be okay that direction. And then there we go. So I'm going to put it over that way in case she comes hopping along. So now I can stitch this onto the quilt, and so I'm just going to find where their label is. So that's where their... It's a really lovely quilt actually. Look, let me show you. It's a really, really lovely. I'm going to try not to show it all because otherwise TikTok will not be happy. Because they don't like it, do they? So yeah, so that is their label, and I'm going to put my label next to their label. I think that would be quite cute. So I'm going to put it right there. There we go. That looks exciting. So we get this stitched on and then we'll have a look at those cap blocks. So they're crazy patchwork cap blocks. It is pretty, isn't it, Dale? Thank you so much. Hello, Kirsty. Hello, Michelle. Welcome to you. So yes, if anybody's got any questions, you want to ask anything, if you haven't watched me before, please remember to follow us. We always have lots of wonderful things going on in the So Happy Quilters world. We're all about sewing for well-being and just enjoying our process of sewing. And my fan has just gone off, which is not helpful. There you go, you can come back on now. And I do TikTok lives most days as well. Usually I'm on in the evening. Sometimes I'm on in the morning, just depends. But for the next couple of nights I'm on in the evening. Well, apart from Wednesday, I'm going to the cinema Wednesday. That's exciting. So I don't know what time I'm going to be back. I have no idea. But I haven't. Yeah, I've got to do some teaching during the day, helping people learn how to make a top tote bag, and then go to the cinema. Right, so I've pinned it on in place where I want it to go, and now I'm going to stitch all the way around to stitch it onto the quilt. Hello, Sunshine Girl, welcome to you this evening. Hope you are good. I'm going to have a little chocolate button in the meantime. A little tiny snack. If I can find where to thread it. Oh my goodness, I think my hands are very hot from the heat. No, we'll try again. There we go, done it. Hello Caroline, hello Eleni. Welcome to you. So yeah, if you had a good bank holiday Monday, what have you been up to today? It's always quite a special bank holiday Monday, isn't it? Lots of like extra like craft things on and things to get involved in. And of course it's a half-term week as well for the kiddos, who are all having a lovely time off, especially as it's glorious weather. So, hello Sammy. So what I'm doing when I'm sewing this label on is I'm not going through to the front of the quilt because I don't want any stitches to show here, because obviously this is part of the quilting they've done. So I'm literally just stitching it through the back, but I'm going through like the orangey fabric just to make sure it stays secure on the quilt. And I'm having a little look in my bag to see if there's another. No, well, I've got two more. I've pulled out two more at the moment to be labelled. But I'm so happy that we're getting through these. Getting through these labelled quilts. There we go. So yeah, hello Pam, welcome to you this evening. So do let me know if you've got any questions, or if you want to let me know what you've been doing today. It always makes for an interesting TikTok and people get involved. I do like that. I'm always happy to answer any questions. Right, so I'm going to turn it round and then I'm going to come up this side. It can be a bit tricky when you come up this side because obviously you're dealing with a lot more of the quilt to stitch onto, because you've got like this bit up here, whereas here you just got a short edge. So when you're coming up here it can be a bit tricky, but it is definitely doable. And I'm just doing like a kind of a long running stitch really, and I'm not worried about the fact that my stitches are showing, because firstly that's all what we're about. So Happy Quilters, we're all about just enjoying our process of sewing, and secondly, because this is like a handmade quilt and a handmade label, I'm very happy to have my stitches showing. So yeah, so in a minute I'm going to show you the cap blocks that we're going to do some work on, and we've got quite a bit of time to do some. I remember when I looked at it last time, I didn't have that many 5-inch squares, so we might have to do some of those. We will see. There we go. Right, so I'm going to take the pin out there. Hello Jess, hello Essex girl. How is Essex today? Has it been very hot up there? Certainly hot down here on the south coast of the UK in Brighton. Lots of busy people going down the beach. It's always very busy in Brighton. There's always something going on, so it's quite fun though. Sniffer tree. Love that TikTok username. So yes, if you haven't followed me before, please do. And if you're able to share my live as well, that'd be really helpful. So right, so now I'm gonna, because I haven't got much cotton, I'm going to thread up another needle, and I just got to stitch down there and this bit here. But it's looking good, isn't it? My little label. Hopefully you're loving it. So just basically, so that's my label, and that's the labels that was already on the quilt. Obviously their labels are much smaller, but what I want to do is I want to provide more kind of like history to the quilt, really. That's really why when you make a quilt you should label it, because it's all about giving history, because you never know where your quilt's going to end up in years to come. So doing that always helps. Thank you so much for following me, Glenda. Thank you. And who's that? Katya. Hello, Katya. Just popping in there on the bottom. Hope you're good. Hope you've had a lovely Monday. The start of another week. It's always good, isn't it? It's always good if the week starts with a bank holiday. Alright, I'm going to carry on down here. So if you've got any questions, just pop them on over. I'm always up for answering any sewing questions or anything about us, about what we get up to. So we do sew for a lot of charities as well. We have a couple of charities that we've partnered with that we sew for. Hello, Melissa. And so one of them that we sew for is called the Lewis Foundation, and we make cut mats for them to go in their packages that they provide to people in hospital. And that's one of our kind of projects that we do. Another one is for Tools for Self-Reliance. We do bits and bobs for them. And then the other one is for cats protection, and we make quilts to go in the cat pens right across the UK, which is quite exciting. So if you want to get involved in that, we have completely free Zoom sewing days you can get involved in. You can go over to our website, have a look at our events page. Our website is in our bio, and our membership's also free. And in our membership we send out newsletters with bits and bobs in it that's interesting, and telling you about upcoming events and stuff like that. So it's definitely worth getting involved in that. So you just have to go and have a look. I also have a TikTok shop as well. I have one of my quilts in there currently, and some zippy pouches and other bits and bobs. Thought why not have a TikTok shop? They kept asking me to have a TikTok shop, so I thought I might as well have a TikTok shop. So that's that label done. I'm very happy with that. That is one more done. Just gonna show a little picture of my quilt. Technically it's not my quilt. Like that. So really is. I think. Can you see that fabric? That's actually, that could maybe what it's got me before. Hopefully we won't get got again. But there you go. That is that quilt. Ah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for liking my live. Right, so let's do the cat blocks. I know Onward you are eagerly waiting to see what they are. I'm just going to fold this up. Hello, Min Riza. Welcome to you. Ask about the charity work. That's it. We do charity work. Indeed. Mr. AI Summary. Right, here is the cat blocks. Tony on fire. Okay, so I need to kind of like remind myself where we were. Okay, I got a little note. I got a little note from my previous self to remind myself where we were. Hello, Petal. Hello, Beers for Brandy. So I'm gonna make sure I don't get any chocolate on this, because we don't get chocolate on it. So here, so that's. Can you see that now? Now look, that is a cat block, and it's a crazy cat block. Oh, a bit of fun. So yes, in my TikTok shop, I do have a quilt for sale. So I do sell some of my quilts, and they're in my TikTok shop. So if you want to go and have a look, you're very welcome to. Hello, Felix the cat. How appropriate is that? I'm literally just showing a cat block. There's another one. And there's another one. So I just need to just remind myself how many we've got in one direction. And I think, right, okay. I think that's the right amount of those. And these ones are to the right. Oh no, they're to the left. There we go. And they're to the right. Let me show you this one. There you go. This one I love. That one's adorable. Look at that. That is so cute. What do you think, Onward? It's really cute, isn't it? It's called a crazy. It's a crazy cat block. So, I just need to... Are they the ones that I need... Oh, okay, I remember now. They're the ones that I need to square up. Basically, that's when you make them square to make them all the same size. And then these are the ones that are done. So they're okay. So they can go back in there. How does it work? I will show you. I will show you exactly how it works. I mean, how do I make it? Hello, Randy. Hello, Jen. Welcome, welcome. So, now let me just remind myself. So we're doing that direction. So I'm doing them in basically in two directions. So one's they're going like that. You see, the cats are, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. 13 going left. 24. So I need to do another 11. I need to do another 11. Okay, that's fine. Right, just so that reminds me. And luckily, I've got my my arm next to me for this time. So I'm going to pop that over there for now. And then show you how you do it. Because it's quite good fun. Actually, I need to get one out to remind myself. I always have to keep one near me so I can... So what you do is you need different size bits of fabric, essentially. You need 5-inch squares and some white, because my background ones, they're my white ones. So that's a background, that's a background. And then the bottom bit, that's a background. And so what you do is you need to just, so these are all 5-inch squares. These are 2.5 inch by 5 inch. And they're also 2.5 inch by 5 inch. So I'm going to do, I will show you exactly how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to do one, which you can't really see. Just trying to see how you can see it. If I put it there, you'll see it in a minute. Okay, one of those. And then let's do, let's do a ginger one. Let's do a ginger cat. That one there. Oh, that you can see. That's helpful. And then that's a nice one. Do that one there. And then and then we need to do the bit that's basically for the where the eyes are. So we'll do that in a, how about in a red? Well, how about that one? That's quite a nice one. We'll do that one. And then we'll do, should we do the ears in green? Let's do the ears in green. Ears in, no, I know what. Ears in a burgundy. Okay. So now what you do is, the first thing to do is do the bottom on the back of there. So you're going to get a little, so where you've got one of your long, oh, that's it. I remember now. That's what I need to make more of those. So I've only got enough for another 5 at the moment. I need to make some more, but that's okay. So where you've got like one of your strips, so 2.5 inch long by 5 inch wide, you use that to make the bottom. But because I've used a bit of it before, that's what I've got left over there. So I'm going to use that. And you lay that on the fabric, on the corner, and then you're going to stitch across here so you can peel it back to make it into a triangle. So I'm going to do that first, but before I do that, I'll make sure I've got no lettering on from my previous job, because otherwise it will start stitching the lettering and that wouldn't be any good fun at all. So I'm going to put these here, put that there. Okay, so we're going to go across. I think, oh yeah, you can see it, that's fine. So we're going to go across there like that. Hello Jessie, hello Jan Jans. Right, so now where I've stitched that, I'm going to peel that back to there. That's going to be like the bottom, and you can see on the back where you can trim. You're going to trim it so that sits there. Hello Carrie Ann, hello Gillian, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for liking my live onward. And now I'm going to trim that back so it looks like that, and you can kind of see where that's coming. Just going to take off the excess fabric that we don't need, which is there. Put that in my little bin, and then where I've got that square with that square, I'm going to stitch those two together. You can do it on a 1/4 inch seam if you want to. It doesn't really matter because this is a crazy cap block. So, but if you're used to doing 1/4 inch seams, then I would just do a 1/4 inch seam. And then next, what we're going to do is we're going to do the ears. So that, can you see how that's coming along now? So that is like the bottom of the cat there. I'm just going to actually iron that bit back because I might as well, as I've got my iron next to me. This is why I need that little seam roller. You know, my little seam roller. And that's why I need that. Okay, so that's helpful there. So that's going to be the eyes. That's going to be the ears. So now we're going to do the ears. So you're going to get one of the long ones, and then you lay it like that. So it's in like a kind of a triangle effect. And then you're going to stitch across there so you can peel that one back as well. Yeah, I just definitely need to make some more 2.5 inch strips. I would do some of those, I think, in the morning. And then you're going to bring that back to there. And then snip the excess of your white off. And then with the other side, you're going to put that over here. And then stitch across there again to peel that one back. And I've just realised I've done it the wrong way around. Absolutely wrong way around. The heat is getting to me. Hold on. Let me just unpick that and we will start again. Essentially, it was right, but where is my, oh, no, my bigger. But I should have done it on, I should have done the red on the white, not the white on the red. Otherwise, I mean, you could do it like that, but the backing fabric won't be right. So we're just going to unpick it with my big faithful friend. Do love an unpicker. I got an ergonomic one recently, actually. I really should start using it. I haven't used it for a while. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to, as these bits here, I'm going to save these because I can use those for cat's bottoms, essentially. Right, let's try it again. So it's the same process. So that's your backing strip, and then that is your, for one, your ears, and you're going to lay it in like a V position, and I'm going to stitch across there. So there's going to be 48 blocks in this quilt, so it's quite a lot. Right, so then I'm going to peel that back. Now I'm going to snip that off. And then I'm going to bring this bit to the other side. And then you're going to do another stitch a line across there so you can peel that one back to make the other ear. Remember, this is like a wonky cat block, so it doesn't matter. And that the ears are not even because it's a wonky cat block. So then I'm going to peel that back to there. Just going to pop my iron on, actually. It definitely is better if you iron it, without doubt. My own cat's not around, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to iron that flat. There we go. So now that I've ironed it flat, you can kind of see the ears are actually developing. So where you've got like the lines of the white one, you can just use that as your guide, and then you just snip that back, snip that back, snip that back, pop that in your bin or whatever you want to do with it. And you're also going to snip off these bits here because you don't need those excess bits. Be very careful not to snip off the front bit because you don't want that. You don't want to do that. And then this is obviously the eyes of the cat block. So now I'm going to stitch the ears onto where the eyes go. Hello Pat. Hello Sarah. How is the jelly roll going? Oh, I finished it. Last night. I was going to show you actually. I can grab that in a bit. I mean, that particular one is, Sarah, is finished. But I've got another one that I'm working on, which is with all my birthday fabric from last year that my friends brought me. I've got a bit more to do on that, but at the moment I'm kind of like working on this crazy cat block. This is for my friend for her birthday. Right, so hello Michelle, hello Didi. So now with that bit there, I've stitched it onto this bit to make it like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch those two together. And do I need to? I might just iron that flat. Might as well iron that a bit flatter. It's most definitely better if you can iron it. Right, so then I'm going to join that bit to that bit, which is basically the bottom of the cat to the top of the cat, and stitching it, like I said, you know, if you want to do it as a 1/4 inch seam you can, but you don't have to. I think overall, as long as your stitching is the same, every single block's going to come out the same, but then you're going to square them off anyway into like the same size, so it will be fine. So now I'm going to iron it again. Hello Nikki. Oh, another fellow Rachel. Oh, night Dale. See you tomorrow. I'll be back on tomorrow night. So then I'm going to iron it again. There you go. There is a cat block. Can you see that? Oh, hold on. There you go. There's a cat block. It's quite cute, that one, actually. I quite like that one. Should we do another one? Let's do another one. I'll do another one. So, because I've actually got enough to do another 4, I think, at the moment. So that's very helpful. And now I just need to make some more 5-inch squares is what I need to do. So I'm going to get one for the top corner, and then I need 2 for the base. I'm going to do a spotty one. Let's do a spotty one. A spotty one. And these are just 5-inch squares. I mean, you can actually do it you could do it bigger. You could do it, as long as the squares are the same size, you could do it whatever size you want to do it. So then I've got my little bit. Actually, that needs to go over there. That's the bit for the bottom that's there. And then I've got, what should we do? How about if we do, oh look, what about a stripy one? Stripy ears would be cute, wouldn't they? So we do stripy ears. So if you're just joining me now and wondering what I'm doing, I'm currently doing a crazy cat block. And this is for my friend for her big birthday she's got coming up. I'm just debating what to do the eyes. Let's do the eyes in blue. I think that'd be quite nice. I've got a really fun one that's got birds on it. Actually, we could do the birds. Let's do the birds. Yeah, let's do the birds. That'd be quite funny. Definitely stripy ears. Yes, I think so. Stripy ears would be fun, wouldn't they, Sarah? Right. So now we've done that, I'm going to do, so I always start off with doing the bottom first. So this is like the bit of white that goes for the bottom, as in the bottom of the bottom. I do like making these. Love the birds. Are they puffins? I think they are puffins. Yeah, I think they are. Look, can you see them there? I think they are puffins. They look a bit puffinish, don't they? I think that might be like a bit of Christmas fabric. So before I iron that bit back, I'm just going to lay that one on, the spotty one, onto here. Oh, my cat's lurking. Oh, Jinxie cat, don't come over here. I'm going in my iron. Hello Abby and Reg. Hello Mona. So anyway, so now I've stitched that together. I'm going to iron it just to make it a bit flatter, and then you're going to use, like you can see there, you can use that line because you know you've already done that. You've already done that bit when you made it into a 5-inch square, and you can use that as your guide essentially. So I'm just going to. I think if my cat does jump up here, she's going to be very happy because that's really, really warm. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that as my guide just to trim that back. And then take off the excess bit of fabric that you don't need, which is there. So tied it up into your little pot or wherever you want to put it, and then we're going to work on the top. So that bit goes there. Then we're going to do the ears again. So you get your white fabric, you lay your what you want your ear colour to be on top of it, right side of fabric to right side of fabric in like a kind of a V shape, and then you're going to stitch a line across there. So from the left of the corner to the right corner. These are really quite quick blocks to make, I think. Okay. So now I've folded it back. I just gave it a little finger press. If you've got like a little seam roller, not a steam roller, a seam roller, you could use one of those. I have actually got one of those, but not to hand right now. So then we're going to do this one. Again, you're going to do exactly the same thing. You lay it in the corner and then you do a stitch across. Okay. Hello Ashley, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me as well if you haven't followed before, please do. And also share my live, that'd be really helpful. So right, so now I've folded it back and I'm going to give it a little bit of a press because I think this is going to look quite funny, this one, Sarah. So if any of you got cats and you know what a cat's like when it's confused, its ears like one go down and then one go up, doesn't it? That's quite funny. That happened to one of my cats once, to Bailey. We put her in like a little basket to take her to the cattery instead of like in her usual cat carry case, and she was like in a harness and she was like hooked in and she was really confused, and I've never ever seen her with like one ear up and one ear down. It was highly amusing. I was like, oh, obviously Bailey cat, you're obviously very confused. So this cat has definitely got confused ears. Which is very funny. So now I'm going to stitch you've got dogs, one does the cutest tilts head ever. That's really sweet, isn't it? Do you know what, actually, Sarah, I have done a crazy dog block before. Actually, one of my friends next year's got a big birthday coming up and likes dogs, so I might have to start on that one soon. Right, so now where you got the eyes, you've got the ears, you're going to stitch those together. And like I mentioned earlier, you can, if you want, to do a 1/4 inch stitch, but it doesn't really matter, as long as overall it's all the same. Hello Elizabeth. Hello Elizabeth, how are you? Hope you're good. So if anyone's got any questions or you want to ask me anything, please do. So that is now the eyes with the ears. I'm just going to again give that a little press. It definitely helps it, giving it a press, without a doubt. It just makes it a little bit flatter. And you don't, I mean, depending on your fabric, you don't really need it to be too hot either. So now I'm going to add that bit to there. This one's going to look super cute. This is going to be a funny one. Might actually see how we go. I might go back and if I run out of my white pieces, I might because I'll do some more tomorrow with my other cutting board. I will go back and do that trapunto cushion. So now we're going to stitch to the bottom of the cat, to the top of the cat, and so you're going to lay right side of fabric to right side of fabric. Just make sure the seams are like nestled in the middle. When I say nestled, it basically means where you just put the seams together like that. You could put a pin in there or a clip if you want to, and then again stitch it along. My bobbin is on its way out. So if you wonder what that noise is, that's what it is. So yes, I hope you're all good. Hope you've all had a lovely bank holiday Monday. Hope you're all bearing with the heat. Have to let me know where you are in this wonderful TikTok world. So here it is 9:30. And if you haven't met me before, my name is Rachel and I'm from the south coast of the UK. I'm from Brighton. Anyway, so I'm going to iron this bit. And there's another cat block. Look at that. Look at the ears. It's so cute. So what I need to do basically, how am I doing in the heat? It's very hot, isn't it, Sarah? It's really hot. I've got a fan next to me. I've had my aircon on all day because I've been really busy writing my my newsletter and putting loads of stuff onto our website today. So I've just been staying indoors and not moving essentially, but having lots of juice to keep me going, and a nice lolly as well, which was really, really nice. So yeah, so look, it looks really cute with the little birdies as the cat eyes. But yeah, so that is one more cat block. That's another one. You're hibernating until September. I know. Oh, it's too much, isn't it? But to be honest, I was saying earlier, actually, let's do another one. It's the trouble, you see, when you start doing these cat blocks, you just get involved and do loads of them, because I love doing them. And yeah, I was saying earlier, actually, that this is probably our own summer. We should literally just, like, accept that we're not getting anything else. Because that always happens, doesn't it? You get into August and you're thinking, where's the heat, and then it doesn't happen. I think I'm going to do red and pink for this one. I think that'd be quite cute. So that's red and pink. So I've got loads of these, which I made before. I just didn't make enough of those ones, but that's okay. We can sort that out. There we go. So I'm going to put, that's, what's that one? Oh no, okay, that's not a bottom or a top. What should I put with it? Let's put, how about a bluey one? That would be quite cute. I do, because obviously this is a crazy cat block. Don't really want to think about the colours too much, really, because it is about using up your scraps. But I'm thinking, I think the blue would be, yeah, let's do the blue. Let's do the blue. And so we're going to need another one of those, because that's going to be for the ears. Oh, I just remembered, ears. Let's do orange. Let's do orange ears. Orange ears. And then we've got another bit of that for the bottom again. So that's that one. So we're good to go. We're going to do another 2, I reckon. And then we'll do a bit more stitching. But before we do, I'm just going to get some of my juice. Hold on a minute. Very nice, very nice. Thank you so much for liking my live. Thank you. Don't forget to share it as well. Share it to your friends. And also, if you haven't followed me before on TikTok, then please do. That would be amazing. So right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the bottom across there. Hello Harvey, hello Shira, welcome. Right, so I've done my little bit of the white fabric across there, because that's obviously how you get like the bottom of the cat. And then I'm going to stitch that bit onto there. These are all 5-inch squares, if you're wondering. If you're just joining now, wondering what I'm doing, I'm making a crazy cat block for a quilt. This is for my friend for her birthday, who loves cats. It's a bit of an undertaking actually, because there's 48 blocks in it, so it's going to be quite a big quilt. And I will definitely put it all together on TikTok, maybe at some point later in the week, maybe, don't know about the weekend, maybe some point later in the week I'll be putting it together. And then I need to wad it, and then I need to back it. Hello Janine, welcome, hope you are good. It is so hot, I'm like, oh, sweltering, especially when you have the iron on. It's like, oh, it's too much. The iron's all right in the winter when you're sewing, but not in the summer. Okay, so hello Sarah Kent, hello P, P's come back, hello Ozzy. Yes, if you've got any questions, any sewing questions, do let me know. And if you haven't followed us, then please do. Right, so what we're going to now do is we're now going to do another ear. This is going to be quite cute. This is going to be like a ginger cat ear. I'm really pushing it with my bobbin right now. I do have another one ready to go, because as you know, I did wind some bobbins up last night on my live stream last night. I wound up some bobbins, didn't I? So it's it should be good. Right, so now I'm gonna chippy choppy that one, put that into there, do another ear. Do like funny ears, funny cat ears. Thank you so much for following me. Thank you, thank you. We're always, yes, if you're just joining me now and you haven't seen me before, my name is Rachel and I am the CEO and founder of the So Happy Quilters Association. And we are, oh my goodness, covered. We are, no, not covered. We're the UK's largest quilting association and we're all about sewing for well-being and just enjoying our process of sewing. And I do TikTok lives most evenings, depending on if I'm travelling, because I do also have a, I have a YouTube channel as well, which I film for quite a lot. So if I'm not travelling for that, then I'm usually on TikTok. I'm just going to iron those ears. Or I should say, if I'm not writing my newsletters, then I'm usually just sewing, which is good fun. Yeah, so tomorrow night I will be on as well, probably about the same time, about 7:30 to about 10. And I can see what we could do tomorrow night. Maybe we're going to do another quilt label. Need to do that. They are ongoing until my whole quilt museum is sorted and finished. The labels are going to be ongoing. So if you want to, in our bio is our website. You're welcome to go and have a look at that, because our membership's completely free. And also I have a TikTok shop as well. A few bits and bobs are in that if you want to go and have a little look. You're very, very welcome. And if you've got any questions, let me know. Look at the ginger ears. The ginger ears are looking very cute. Very, very cute. Ah, Happy Woman has joined. I love your lettering. So I'm doing a cat block tonight, Happy Woman. I'm doing crazy cats. There goes my iron. I'm definitely going to need to change my bobbin in a minute, that's for sure. Hello, Anne. Hello, Anne. Ah, tonight no sewing for you? Oh no, why is that, Happy Woman? Why no sewing? Are you just having a rest? Is it, what's the weather like at the moment out in the Netherlands? So yeah, so now I'm going to join that one to that one. And again, I'm nestling the seams in the middle. And then I'm going to do that one's got slightly off target. That's okay. We can shuffle that back a little bit. Don't know what's happened to that one. There we go. You was with friends. Ah, it's very warm. It's really warm here as well. We are sweltering here in the UK. Honestly, we definitely are. But I love your letters. They're really cute. Really cute. Do you like cut out the lettering and then zigzag around the edge? Is that what you do? Hello, Steph Quilter. I take it you're a quilter, Steph. Right, so I'm going to iron this one. I'm going to show you this one because this one's looking very cute as well. So we can do 2 more. And then I'm going to need to prep some more. There we go. There's another one. That's really cute, that one. That's definitely got one. Obviously, definitely got wonky wonky ears. Right, we'll do another one. We got 2 more. 2 more I need to do. Well, I mean, technically, I think I need to do. No, you sew them first, and then okay. Then you trim it around the edge. That makes sense. I haven't done. I love the way they are. Like got little tabs at the top to run through. That is very cute. I thought that was very adorable. Let's do a blue one. I'm going to do a blue cat. Most of these have been red so far. We're going to do that blue one there. And then we've got another blue one. Oh, yes, look at that one. I mean, technically it's not blue, but I think that would be quite cute. Okay. And then we're then going to get the eyes and the ears. The eyes and the ears. Actually, that would be cute for the ears because that's kind of got like stripes in it. And this one's got flowers. I think the flower one would go really, really well. That can go there with that one. So what time is it? It's 22. It's 20 to 20 to 10 here. Wow, time is ticking on. I was just thinking actually I could actually just trim some of those. I could do a few more. We'll see. That would be an idea. Right, so the first thing I'm going to start off again obviously is with the bottom of the cat. So I've got this little bit of white fabric there I can use. You do kind of need to keep all these bits together, keep them tidy, otherwise you lose the little pieces that you need. Hello CC54, hello, hello. So yeah, so if you haven't followed me before, please do, and also do share my live. So right, we're going to, oh here she comes. Now this is going to be a problem. You can't go near that, Jinx. It's going to be very warm for you, my fluff. Right, so now we've got a problem. The cat is, don't go near the iron. Jinx cat. Is it nice and warm? Ah. Okay. No ironing for me then, because my cat has just sat on it. Don't go near that. Don't go near that. It's very hot. Well, keep your tail away from it, Jinx. Yeah. I'm going to move you up a bit. Tuck your tail in. There you go. I've tucked her tail in so she doesn't go near it. You can't go near it, Jinx, I'm afraid. I might be sewing a cat block, but I don't want you going in my iron. She's like, oh. I think she wants to go to bed. Definitely. She's thinking, come on, I'll go to bed. Okay, so obviously I'm not going to iron it now because the cat is on the ironing board. But what you can do is you can just like basically give it like a finger press down, which basically means just running your nail along it, which makes it go flatter, and then trim it along like that. And there we go. Trim back the bits you don't need, which is those bits. So the back, you can see the back looks like that. I have to go, yes, see you tomorrow. Happy woman, see you tomorrow. I will be on tomorrow night. I'm not going to be on Wednesday though, because I'm out and about Wednesday, but I will be here tomorrow night. See you later. Bye. Thank you for joining. So the eyes are going to be the flowers, and then the ears are going to be the stripy bit. So again, you lay it on like a little triangle, and then stitch across. Here we go. Put it down, put it down. Do loads of little bits you need to get rid of or keep them. You can always keep like little bits of fabric for like stuffing cushions with, or doing some confetti quilting with. That would always work as well. Thank you so much for liking my live. Thank you. So I'm going to finger press that one down there and then go that way. Trim on that bit. Then I'm going to trim these bits back again. You can see they are really quick to make, and they're quite fun as well. Obviously what I would advise you do if you want to do some is prep like a lot of the pieces beforehand rather than kind of, so you're not stopping and starting. So prep loads of 5-inch squares, prep loads of 2.5 inch by 5 inch. I'm going to need an iron and my cat is not around. Hello Viola, welcome to you, welcome. Hello Daniel, hope you are good. Right, so now I'm going to join this bit to it there. Probably should have stitched on the other side, but that doesn't matter. Hello Root and Stitch. Hope you are well. Are you good? Have you had a good bank holiday Monday? Okay, so now I'm going to join that bit to that bit. Thank you so much for following me. And don't forget to share my live as well if you're able to. That would be super helpful. So now I'm going to stitch the top of the cap to the bottom of the cap. So if you're just joining now, wondering what I'm doing, I am making crazy patchwork cats. Crazy patchwork cat blocks. I'm going to do one more. You want my gin? You want my fluff? I bet you're liking the fact that the ironing mat's really hot, aren't you? So there's another one. Look at that one with the little blue ears. That is really, really cute. Actually, I quite like it with the flowery bits there. That's actually very cute. So let's do another one. Do one more. And then I'm probably going to leave it to that, I think. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Hannah. Welcome to you. Welcome, welcome. So I think I've got to make up some white. It's white fabrics that I'm going to need. Definitely. Okay, let's do. What should we do? What should we do? How about yellow one? Because we've got a yellow one with. There was a bumblebee one, wasn't there? That one. That would be quite cute. Okay. There we go. That one there. And then that can go there. That can go there. That's really cute. That fabric. It's got bumblebees on it. That can go there. Oh, I'm going to need. Now this is a pickle, isn't it? I think I know what I'm going to do. I think I know how I'm going to solve this, people. I'm going to trim one of these in half. Because that would work. Because essentially, it is one of those squares in half that I'm working with. Yeah. Why not? How many have I got left out of interest? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'm going to count them actually at some point. Okay, so let's put that there. The next thing I need to do is I need to choose the eyes and choose the ears. The eyes and the ears of the cat. Actually, that would be cute, that one. We did like our stripy one, didn't we? We'll do the stripy one again. And what about bluebirds? Oh, actually, let me see. So I've got anything else that's kind of yellow. Ah, that one. I think that one. Yes. It's going to look very cute. Can't wait to see this quilt when it comes together. It's going to be great fun. I think it's going to be one of the funniest, maybe even one of the best quilts I've made. I reckon. Right, so we'll do the bottom across there. Right, so I'm going to take that bit off, get rid of my little bitty bits. So that bit's going to go towards that bit. I'm going to do it there. Hello, Grammy. Welcome to you this evening. Hope you've had a good Monday. Okay, so that was my ears, that was my eyes. So now we're going to work on the ears, which is there. You want my Jinx? You want my pussycat? Hello Louise, welcome to you this evening. Hope you are good. Hope you had a lovely Monday. So I'm just working on, if you wonder what I'm doing, if you're just joining now, I'm just working on a crazy cat block. Oh, you're watching. Oh, and she's off. The cat is gone, the cat has gone. Oh. Oh, she's gone for a drink of water. That's what she's gone for. Right, so snip off the excess bit of it. And then we're going to stitch the ears to the eyes again. This guy's quite cute actually. Don't know where I got that fabric. That's a good thing about getting a scrap bag. I do love a scrap bag. Scrap bags have fabrics that you wouldn't usually consider. Okay. So I'm hoping my cat's not going to come back. So I've decided to iron this one. I'm hoping she doesn't. What time are you going? I'm going. What time you mean? Am I finishing my live? Is that what you mean? I am probably in a minute actually. I'm feeling quite tired. I think the heat is really starting to get to me now. I think I'm done. I've got one more cat block to do. And then that'll be me done for the day. You just realised that I got your main account. I did wonder. Yeah, I'm like, oh. I was thinking of going a bit later tonight. No, I absolutely realised, oh, here comes Homestead. I absolutely realised my lovely Leon. I was going to go a bit later tonight, but I'm feeling really like, oh. I think the heat is just... And the problem is, because I've had the iron on as well, the iron doesn't help. Does it not? Hello, Emily. Welcome to you, Emily. So, yeah, so I'm doing crazy cat blocks. Did you play? It's so hot today. I know, it's very hot, isn't it? Did you have a good game session, Leon? We've got a little count up in a minute, see how many we've got, because I still can't remember. So I need 24 of each direction. There we go. There's another one. What do you think of my little cat block, Leon? What do you reckon? It's very cute, isn't it? It's so lovely. So let me just see. Actually, I'm going to iron. Let's iron the ones I couldn't iron because the pussycat was sitting there. Couldn't do this one. That'll make it better. My cat would sit in near my cat block. That one. I have no idea. Let me count how many there are. I've got 1, 2. I don't know how I'm going to last for a 24-hour sewathon. Leon, that's why it has to be in October, so it's not too hot. 3, 4, 5, and that's the 6th one. Where did my others go? Oh, I had some more. I cannot find them. I cannot find them. I know what I need to do. I need to prepare some more white strips. That's for sure. But we're gonna carry on doing this tomorrow actually, because I want to I want to get them done. Stitchy gaming. Oh, someone who stitches and games by the looks of it is walking on in. Right, so that's my white bits. That's my white bits. Here they are. Here's the other ones. Okay, let's do a proper count up. So I need 24 cats in that direction because I've got 24 cats in the other direction. So they're facing them there. Let's have a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh my goodness, 18. Okay, so we need, let me get a pen. Get a pen. We need to make another, so we've got 18. Cat blocks. Going that way, 18. What did I say? We need 24, and I've done 18, so I need to make another 6. Wow. Okay. Then they've all just got to be squared up, and then we've got to stitch them all together. So I think that's what we can do tomorrow then, really, can't we? We can, yeah, so tomorrow, I'm going to go in a minute because I'm absolutely shattered. And I'm just really, really hot. I think the heat is definitely getting to me now. So tomorrow we are going to finish the 6 of these cat blocks. We're going to do that. We're going to potentially, because obviously I've got this to finish off, so I'm probably going to stitch this bit during the day tomorrow when I'm just watching some films. I'm going to have a bit of a rest tomorrow. You sent me an ice cream. I need an ice cream. Thank you very much. Onward. And then what else? I'm probably going to do another label tomorrow, I reckon. Might even quilt. Maybe we'll quilt. That'll be quite good fun, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So anyway, I'm gonna go. So thank you so much for going to pay Roblox. No, that's fine. See you later. See you later, Leon. I'm off as well. Anyway, so I will see you all tomorrow night, guys. I'll be back on probably 7. Just so I'm definitely always by 7:30, somewhere between 7 and 7:30. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a lovely day. Yeah, Trapunto. Bye. Maybe I should always end it with that now onward. I end it with Trapunto. Bye, my lovely. See you later. Bye.